So we are at City Church in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and we're gonna take a look at their remodel polished concrete floor. We're able to be part of this project. We have almost 10,000 square foot of space in a main corridor, main gathering space that is the heartbeat of this building that connects to the auditorium and the kids area and other offices. So let's go take a look at this remodel floor and some of the things you can expect when you work with Dancer Concrete Design for your polished concrete. So when we're in a remodeled space, with the remodel name, it means we're coming into a space. This building was previously a grocery store, and that's what it was built for, and now it's home to a new church. And so we are coming into a floor that was repurposed, and we're gonna find some differences in the concrete. So for example, when you look at this floor, you'll see this floor is darker than that floor. And that's because most likely those concretes were placed at different times during the pour schedule 50 or 60 years ago. And let's look at some other features we'll see up against this joint. So when we get into a space, we fill these joints in. These joints were in the slab with a polyurethane. We also see the stone over here is much deeper than the stone over here. When we got in here, this concrete was actually shifted up almost a ½ inch higher than the other surface. But of course, we can't leave a floor like that, so we have to hone it down and grind it down so it's smooth and even. When we started, this floor was not only, there was a lot of patching and cracks and pits, but these slabs were unlevel with each other. So our job, before we could even start our polishing process, was just to flatten the floor so it can be walkable and used like it is now. One of my personal favorite features of this whole floor is this like river of rock that we have running right into the coffee stand. And so this was not patched by us, it was patched previously, most likely to put some new data or wiring or electrical cables up where the cash registers used to be at the grocery store. And so when they patched it in, a different concrete mix was used, and it creates this beautiful contrast in the floor between the existing floor that was, poured when the concrete was poured for the building and this patch. Our job when we polish floors is to make sure it's smooth, even, level, and that it's going to be a consistent sheen across the whole surface, even if we got different concrete pours. So a lot of times in remodel polished concrete floors, people think like, oh, my concrete might be too bad, or if it's covered under carpet or tile, could it be polished up? And the answer is yes, it can. This floor is one of the worst floors that we've worked with as far as patching and texture and lippage, and yet you can see how beautiful it came out as a finished floor. So if you have any questions about your job, feel free to give us a call, and we'd love to meet with you and talk about your project and see if we can bring something like this to your commercial space.